It is 8:15 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and we're gonna prep some Curse of Strahd. Um, goddamn. All right. I don't know. We have a lot of miscellaneous stuff to do. There's a lot of little things I wanted to work on. A handful of big things, but a lot of little things I want to work on. The number one thing we have to do is we got to get Gibby a new character. Gibby's, yeah, Gibby's character died last session, and initially he had been very excited about becoming a vampire and things like that, and he actually got the result to be a vampire on when he could have burned his fate point, and I guess he decided that Reed wasn't that kind of guy anymore. So you want to talk about like character growth and shit? I mean, there it is. So he has another character planned of Astana. I believe her name is Ayla. There we go. And he has art already selected for her. I'm not sure why she is upside down. There we go. It's kind of weird. And let's see. All right. Name always on for everyone. Friendly. Appearance is taken care of. Blood, super important in this campaign. Vision, check. Everything for everyone's good. And all that is good. Alright. So, she is effectively good to go, I believe. So, yeah. We will move her into the Daybreak folder, and we will move Reed Sterling out. Yeah. I want to be able to quickly drag people over to a scene if I need to. And then over here, for companions, I guess we can move him out and Matthew out. But I guess Irenia could be moved in. Again, I just want to be able to easily move stuff around. So I'm going to go ahead actually and put the companions folder inside the player folder. There we go. And then I'm going to edit this folder to say active companions. Then I just got to drag it over and I'm good to go. All right. So Agatha didn't make it. They didn't recruit this guy. They do have Irenia and they do have Ismark. Okay. All right. So in Departed, I guess we should throw, let's see, Reed and who else goes in there? Agatha, Matthew. All right. That seems thorough. All right. Goddamn. Let's go ahead and give Daybreak kind of a more yellow folder so I could see it easier. I'm looking for it. There we go. And I'll do the same thing for their companions. Or sorry, their active companions. Alright. So, I guess Gibby's new character is good to go. So I could crunch that up. She is going to be arriving dropped off by a caravan. and she has been moved to act against Strahd. She brings news back from the east, including the death of Ismark and Irene's father at the hands of Anastasia, one of the brides of Strahd. Oof. All right. The party told me that their intention is to rest up at Yesterhill, or not Yesterhill, is to not go to Yesterhill, to rest up at the winery, and then they're going to go track down Ginny Greenteeth, which we do have Greenteeth as an NPC that they can interact with. Now here's the thing. I said I'm not doing the Fanes, but more and more and more Fanes content kind of slips in, and Benios Maps already made these lovely Fanes maps. So, I kind of want to understand what the fuck the Fanes are. So I'm going to try to find a guide from like Curse of Strahd Reloaded that just talks about the Fanes, because I really want to understand the fuck is going on with these Fanes. Because I'm interested in it, and I understand that the origins are from like a 3rd edition Ravenloft adventure, or whatever. But I need to know, like, what are the Fanes? So Appendix J, the Fanes of Barovia. Let's get ready for some goddamn reading. All right. There's been a lot of talk in the Discord lately regarding the Fanes of Barovia, the Swamp Fane, the Mountain Fane, and the Forest Fane. Let me get out my fucking notes. Alright, hold on. Just note taking. That's going to be a lot of prep for Alkenstar. It's going to be reading and making notes. But that ain't the worst. That ain't the worst thing ever. Alright, so let's talk about Fanes. Nope. Alright. There is a Swamp Fane. There is a Mountain Fane. And there is a Forest Fane. Okay, so far so good. But what the heck are these Fanes anyways? What does Strahd mean when he says, I am the land? And how do I give my players an excuse to visit Berez, while also trying together the lore of the Were-Ravens, the Night Hags, the Druids, and the Berserker tribes? Hold on to your tricorn hats, my friends. It's time for some history crafting and plot crafting to go with it. And this is by Dragna Carta, who's a pretty famous dude when it comes to that. You can really, like, ask them to summarize. You're killing me, Orf. Alright, hold on. Alright, here we go. Can you summarize this article for me? Oh wait, it didn't type. Cool. Can you summarize this article for me? Provide bullets. I should probably know how to spell summarize. There we go. Alright, let's see what happens. It's thinking hard. I honestly feel like I could have. Okay. The article aims to provide backstory and additional endgame content for Barovia setting in the context of a tabletop role-playing game. It introduces the concept of the Fanes, ancient fey creatures worshipped by druids and warrior tribes in Barovia. The druids and tribes used to make sacrifices to the Fanes, seeking their magic and blessings. Strahd von Zarovich, the ruler of Barovia, invaded the land and made pacts with the druids, desecrating the Fanes to bind his power to the land. The conscious essences of the Fanes were driven to dormancy, and the land became corrupted under Strahd's curse. The secrets of the Fanes are mostly forgotten, but an ancient spirit named Stribog seeks to restore them. What? I thought Strahd was the boss of all the druids. The Order of the Feather, a secret society, formed to protect Barovia from Strahd's influence. The Fanes can be reconsecrated by defeating their guardians and performing specific rituals, severing Strahd's connection to their magic. Reconsecrating the shrines grants boons from the ladies, including protection from wild beasts and immunity to natural difficult terrain of Barovia. Alright, that seems pretty good. Let's see. When Strahd von Zarvich, the Horned Devil of Zaravan, conquered Barovia, then called the Kingdom of Delmore, he discovered the countryside to be much older than its current inhabitants. The small nation's farmers, knights, and lordlings were long preceded by ancient forces that inhabited. These forces were known by the followers as the Rosanna, a trio of ancient fey creatures worshipped by the druids and warrior tribes of Barovia as goddesses. Before the Delmorians brought the worship of the Morning Lord and Mother Night to Barovia Valley, the druids of the land made sacrifices to the Rosanna, seeking omens and fortune in the entrails of beasts and mortals alike. Rosanna, known informally as the Ladies Three, or simply the Ladies, wielded powerful magic, bringing good fortune to those that followed their ways. Only their most devout priests knew the ladies' names. To all others, they were simply known as the Weaver, the Huntress, and the Seeker. As long as they ruled the land, known in those days as Cernunnos. This is a lot of fucking lore here. The ladies acted as its sovereigns, making their will known through auguries and omens. Through intermediaries, they wielded powerful magic, but one different from that of mages. They drew power from water and earth, and were bound to the ancient valley in which they lived. It was said that the ladies could hear everything happening in their woods, predict the future, twist the threads of human lives, and bring blessings as well as curses. When the men of Delmore first invaded Cernunnos, the druids and berserkers fought bravely in defense of their ancient lands. Even so, the technology of iron and steel drove the native warriors back to the mountains and wild places, where they hid from the wrath of the Delmorians. Worship of the ladies continued, but more weakly than before. Many amongst the tribes believed their failure to be punishment for their failure to serve the ladies. In their oral histories, this became known as the Second Betrayal. Let's see. Fearful yet optimistic that Zarvich could... 200 years later, a haughty warlord named Strahd von Zarvich invaded the fledgling kingdom of Delmore. Weakened by inner conflict and more powerful neighbors, Delmore's armies fought bravely, but were routed and slaughtered by Zarvich's superior tactics and arcane magics. Fearful yet optimistic that Zarvich could be their savior, the druids of the forest approached him soon after his coronation. They offered him secrets, hidden knowledge that could bind his power to the land, if only he would promise them patronage and safety. Strahd, his interest piqued, accepted. Thrice did the druids of old Cernunnos guide Strahd von Zarvich, mortal that he was, to the fanes of the Ladies Three. As he stood in these sanctums and felt their primal ancient magic, Strahd became determined that these too must be conquered. In the Swamp Fane, Temple of the Reclusive Weaver. In the Forest Fane, home of the Wise Huntress. Alright. And the Mountain Fane, home of the Seeker. Alright. Seeker. Huntress. Weaver. Okay. Consecrated each stone altar with his own image, to his own image, sealing rites of blood and powerful magic that bound his soul to the magic of the ladies, and so became the land. The druids, desperate for protector, were silent in the face of this profane desecration. The warrior tribes, however, saw it as blasphemy and separated from the company of druids in disgust. This became known as the Third Betrayal. When the curse of dark powers fell over Strahd's soul, so too did darkness roll over and corrupt the land of Barovia. The conscious essence of the ladies were driven to dormancy beneath the shroud of the Shadowfell, and the land was bound completely to Strahd's will. Now the three fanes lie empty and forgotten. The druids have given themselves to madness under Strahd's dark patronage. The secrets of the Fane and the Ladies Three are now lost to time and mist. Even before the citizens of Barovia arrived in the wake of Strahd's armies, the Delmorians had already forgotten the savage primitive ways of the people that preceded them. Only the warrior tribes of the southern mountains, the creatures that guard them, and Strahd himself who recorded his victories in the Tome of Strahd, still recall the fanes of Cernunnos. Only an ancient spirit of wind and sky, a creature named Strahd. And, like, here again, I'm concerned, because I could have sworn that Strahd was the leader of the Druids. Let's see. Actor. BOG. White Raven Strahd. So who the fuck's in charge of the Druids? Svarog. God damn it. Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Robert, Robbie, Rob, Bob. I get it. You know, some names that, I mean, there's a lot of people to name in this campaign. Is sorrowed by the melancholy that has struck the warrior tribes, the people that he has sworn to watch over, and despises Strahd for the corruption that the curse has wrought upon the druidic people. Generations past, when a small shrine to the Weaver was threatened by a pack of werewolves, a family of humble farmers defended it. Strahd rewarded these Barovians with the gift of lycanthropy, allowing them and their line to assume the same raven's form he took when traveling through Barovia. Under his guidance, the descendants of these farmers, the line of the Mardikovs, have come to form the Order of the Feather, a secret society dedicated to keeping the people of Barovia safe from Strahd's dark hand. That's some good shit. That's good shit. Restoring the Fanes. Note that this section is now depreciated. See Curse of Strahd Reloaded chapters in the Swamp Mountain and Forest Fanes for a more up-to-date information. Alright, let's check out Mountain, because that's what we're fucking dealing with right now with Nightfall. Alright. Just grab all this. Oh, that's a lot of stat blocks. That's fine. We'll grab all this. Okay. Go back to the Robit. And then we're going to put this. And then we're going to go all the way to the top. Man, these tools are pretty bananas. Alright. Assume the role of an expert Dungeons & Dragons DM. Analyze and summarize the following text into a bulleted list. Beautiful. The message you submitted was too long. Please reload the conversation and submit something shorter. No! You can't just read me an entire book. A baby. Alright, that's fine. Let's see. I too have limits, Robot. I too have limits. So, let's see. Let's just refresh. Alright, we're going to paste that in. And we'll just give them the first couple of pages. I feel like this is helpful because I'm going to read it anyways, but if I could get, like, some, you know, hey, look out for these things, that would be great. Let's see. How far along can we go before we need to slow this shit down? Alright, let's stop. Oh, fuck. It just keeps going forever. Jesus. Is there, like, any stopping point for this shit? It just bleeds, like, one section into another, one event into another. It just never fucking lets up. Alright, hold on. Oh, there's a plugin for long text? Oh, shit. Alright. As we learn how to use AI Robot to help us with campaign prep and management. Alright, I'm just going to read it for real. The Mountain Fane is a circular ring of crackstone that lies in a circle of standing stones at the top of Yesterhill. It is devoted to the Seeker, one of the Ladies Three, but has become corrupted by Strahd von Zarovich. Today it forms one of three anchors tying him to the land. and Barovia and protecting him from harm. Oh, thank you. It's a Chrome plugin. All right, I'm not using Chrome. Let me see if I could find it for Edge. Edge plugin. Split long text for Chat GPT. Split long text. There we go. Chat GPT long text input. Microsoft Edge. Um, all right. Okay. ChatGPT has been added to the thing. All right. So let's try one more time. With this new plugin in place, anything is possible. All right. We'll go. Yeah. Paste. Enter. Nope. The message submitted is too long. Let's see. I guess I could just open it up in Chrome and try. Alright, hold on. Eh. Alright. Chat, GPT. Whoops. Alright. Normally, when I'm home, I use Chrome for like my day job, so I gotta be real careful flashing that onto stream because it might have, you know, sensitive material or whatever. Let's see. Add extension. Okay. And right. Chat GPT. Do you have to log in to use it? That's a question. I don't think I've actually ever been logging in. I've just been sort of trying it. Let's see. How does one log in? With your Google account. Alright. Alright. Sorry, I'm having to log out of my work account, log into my other account. Alright. Okay, so here we are, back in, we're in Chrome, we got the extension. Let's see what happens. We're going to take this prompt that Orpheus came up with, and we're going to paste it in. There we go. And then we're going to go and grab this whole ass document, and then assuming that the plugin is working, there's an error generating a response. I guess I don't have it set up properly, man. Ah, well. Okay. I'm going to abandon this effort for now, and it's 8:40. We still got plenty of time. I would like to learn how to do this. If you hit the plugin, it should give a drop down to paste into. Son of a bitch. Alright, hold on. Alright, where's this plugin at? Plugin. Grammarly, Dark Reader, D&D Beyond, shortcuts, Zoom, image downloader. Let's see. Where's the Chat GPT extender? Hold on. I might have installed it on my other profile, and then it asked me to switch profiles. Yep, that's what happened. That's probably what happened. Alright, hold on. I try to keep all that stuff segregated, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so now that it's installed, go here, pin it so we can see it, paste it. Ah, okay. Damn, Orf. Alright, let's see. Grab this shit one more time. This would be great for like prepping. I struggle with reading really long documents and stuff. So if I could get like at least a starting point, that'd be awesome. All right. Instructions for Chat GPT. Okay, I see all those now. Oh, it just breaks it up automatically. All right. So how do I send it over? Just hit split? Oh, no, I have to do one at a time? Okay. Alright, so copy, paste. Okay, part 1, paste. Alright, please provide part 2. Got it. Okay. It's a little tedious. I know that we're at the very beginning of this whole AI revolution or whatever, so. Alright. Part 4. Alright. Go down, part 5. Oh, it seems to be done. Or is it just like crunching what it's already been told? Please provide part 4. Oh, it hasn't asked for part 5 yet. I see. It's still thinking and reading and stuff. Oh. Alright, that's part 5. Jesus, dude. There's like 15 parts, man. I kind of feel like I could probably read it myself at this point. Part 6. Because here at the beginning it told it to expect 15 parts, I believe. Yep, divided into 15 parts. Alright, part 6. I mean, I'm very curious to see what it does, but there's got to be like a faster way. I mean, within a few months I'm sure there will be, but... Oh, if I hit this again, it'll paste it? Or no, I'm doing that part, right? Yeah. Alright. Part 7? Is that what it's waiting for? Yeah. And then we go to part 8. We're only halfway there, man. This is just the mountain fane, too. Like, holy shit. I am very curious to see what the output is going to be. Like, what the results are going to be from this. I'm also curious about taking, like, big chunks of the adventure, posting them in here to get a sense of, like, what's going on. Before I, like, read the chapter. Like, hey, look out for these points. This is going to be the most important points in the thing. Alright, part 8. So what is the vibe for each of the Fanes? Is a question I have. Mandy Mod, finally got time to finish reading this assignment. Love you. Excuse me, I'm going to steal and adapt this for my own campaign. Oh, the Mandy Mod version. I'll read that while I'm waiting for Robot to do his homework. All right, so they'll be waiting for part 9 next, or part 10 next. Okay. Mandy Mod says, here's what I'm thinking. The ladies are actually living, breathing NPCs that exist in the world, but are mostly powerless due to the desecration of their shrines. I mentioned in the Discord that this reminds me heavily of Witcher 3, which features 3 grotesque ladies of a bog that are worshipped. These ladies turn out to be horrific things, much like hags. What if these ladies were actually beautiful? I would personally want them to be sort of trickstery, like they aren't afraid to ask for sacrifice and think the plights of mortals are well beneath them, but they also pity humans and like playing tricks on them with their gifts. So they're neither good nor evil. Like nature, they are beautiful and giving, yet they're also fickle and cruel. I like where this is going, Mandy. I like where this is going. Number 10. All right. Where are the ladies now? Even though their power is significantly dampened, the ladies are still immortal. Um, hmm. Their weakened connections with the land has altered their appearance, though, so they all look like very old women. Jenny Greenteeth. I've had Jenny in the background of my campaign for so long now that I've been stalling on using her because I had no idea what to do with her. This is wonderful because now Jenny is a lady. She's old and gnarled, and it's entirely possible that people will mistake her for a hag. Instead, Jenny is quirky and enigmatic. Blech. That's such a hard word. She signals out a player and becomes their friend in times when the PC is alone. She appears so randomly that it almost seems like she might be in the PC's head. But really, all the visits are just fun ways to mess with the players. Oh, we gotta punch in the next thing. Blurp. There we go. 12 is next. Let's see. Captive of Baba Lazaga. The book tells us that Baba stays alive by sacrificing goats to Mother Night. Well, not anymore. What if Baba has actually managed to capture a lady and has her tied up on the ceiling above her bathtub? Fucking yes! The lady can't actually die, which is great for Baba. Once or twice a month, Baba slits the lady's throat and bathes in her blood. And that's where Baba gets her life force and lives from. That's good shit. That's good shit. Alright, let's see. I knew this would happen. I was like, after I'm done prepping all the basic bitch stuff for the campaign, I'm so gonna get curious about like the fan content, and I'm gonna see what we do with that. The third lady, off the top of my head, I have no idea where the third lady is. She can't be with the hags of the old bone grinder because, hey, they're hags and they already got kids. They could be guarding the shrine, of course, but the lady herself isn't there. Don't know. I think I'll think on this some more. I like the idea of relating Jenny to the ladies, which I confess are 100% stolen from The Witcher. I will say that I personally prefer to leave the ladies as more ethereal figures, similar to the way the ladies communicate with Gran through the tapestry, before they necessarily manifest in physical forms. My idea was more poetic. Someone might describe them as a glimmer upon the morning dew, the shiver of leaves before the tempest storm, or the shriek of a fox as the light leaves its eyes, that sort of thing. Perhaps Jenny is an emissary of the ladies. I do like the idea of the ladies being ethereal for a time, but like Witcher, eventually I'd want them to show themselves as physical beings. This is a sort of personal preference, but I've always loved personifications of gods in fantasies. It's like watching two titans of the fucking fan community just creatively banter back and forth. It's incredible. Let's see, we're on 13 now. No, we did 12 twice and we broke the algorithm. Ah, fuck. Do I have to start all over? Oh my god, I hope I don't have to start all over. Oh shit, that would suck. I wasn't paying attention. I am too dumb for AI. Alright, the ladies from Witcher, blah blah. Don't know much about the other contenders, but I would pick Madame Eva as the third lady. What was the first betrayal? I had exactly the same question. Perhaps it was the event that first brought the druids to worship Rosanna. Let's see. 14. And then we got one more after this. Alright. Holy shit, I've been thinking of something on this. I'm going to adapt it. Happy to hear. Blah, blah, blah. About the Fanes, I found out a nice Kobold press module. Really love your guides. Magna Carta, blah, blah, blah. Interesting. Okay, so it kind of sounds like we're all supposed to just sort of take this shit and run with it in our own direction. And that's pretty cool. Alright. Okay, and then the last section, and it should be able to do its work, I guess, because this is part 15. So let's see what happens. When it's all done, will it poop out something interesting? Alright, while that's happening, the Mountain Fane is a circular ring. Long ago, Strahd desecrated the Mountain Fane, perverting its power for his own ends. So long as he remains bound to the mountain, Strahd cannot truly be slain. To break the connection, to deprive Strahd of the Fane's boon, they must carry out a ritual once performed by initiates of the priesthood of the Seeker. They can learn this ritual from Elder Ormir, a mountain folk residing at Yedrag in Solanka's Pass. Ah, fuck. Alright. To complete the ritual, they must seek out a dagger from the trunk of the Golthius tree and a bowl of the Seeker from the Seeker's reliquary, which is buried at the center of the circle. At the western end of the ring, towering boulders stand 5 ancient megaliths. Alright, I posted it in, Orf. Where's my recap? Why is it giving me a recap? Where is it? Can you give me a bulleted summary of everything I have typed today? And it's gonna be like, no, bro. You pasted the wrong thing in the wrong order, and I'm broken. Alright. Alright, let's see. Areas of the Mountain Fane. At the western end of the ring, towering boulders stand 5 ancient carvings. 4 bare carvings that resemble different cities upon their cracked lichen-covered surfaces. And a 5th at the center bears ancient runic script weathered with age. All 5 face a smooth, flat stone. Alright. Hold on. The setting is Yester Hill, a spiritual location atop a hill with a rowan tree and a stone megalith. The ritualists encounter a carved woman's outline on the rowan tree with a hollow in her forehead containing a brilliant emerald mote of light called the Seeker's Eye. To access the hollow, the ritualist needs to spend 4 runestones in corresponding sockets, allowing them to retrieve the Seeker's Eye. When the ritualist removes the Seeker's Eye, the ground shakes, the standing stones collapse, and a deep, hateful roar is heard in the distance. The ritualist is attacked by creeping vines and mudware geysers, while their allies are attacked by Kavan, Warlord Bloodsinger, and Balanok Axe Wraiths. The Raven tries to take the Seeker's Eye from the Ritualist, but if the Ritualist releases it, the Raven transforms into a powerful shadowy figure known as the Rock of Mount Gacchus. Oh, but I already gave the Rock stats. Alright, whatever. The Rock aids the Ritualist allies in the fight against Kavan and his companions. If the Seeker's Eye is returned to the socket, a reconsecration of the Mountain Fane occurs. During the reconsecration, the mist blazes with emerald light, and a sliver of green light expands into an eye-shaped Titan's eye, unleashing a pillar of viridian luminescence. The ritualist senses the roots of the mountain and follows them to a fortress where Strahd resides. The eye blinks, severing the corrupted root from the mountains and freeing them from Strahd's influence. The ritualist gains a black tattoo in the shape of an eye on their forehead. The rain falls, wildflowers bloom, and a moment of calm and peace fills the air. Kavan and his spirits thank the PCs and vanish, while the Rock returns to Mount Gacchus. Strahd loses the benefits of his permanent non-detection and true-seeing spells due to the reconsecration. To desecrate the Fane again, Strahd must slay the ritualist and perform a corruption ritual that takes 3 days and must start on the winter solstice. Please note that this summary is based on information provided and may not include every detail. So it did the job. So that's cool. And that certainly sums up everything that we probably needed to hear from this. So that's good. Let's see. Creature inspects the 4 carved megaliths, finds the images carved in their stone surfaces. They gotta find this stuff, the bowl of the seeker and all that. Present the bowl to each of the 4 carvings upon the megaliths. Each time the blood-filled bowl is brought near to one of the carvings alights with silver-white light. The light emanates wisps of silvery mist, which flow into the bowl and ignite into a ghostly flame. The flame is wispy and insubstantial at first. Blah, blah, blah. Tendrils of mist and fog begin to flow across the peaks of the stone ring that arises from the thing. At this point on, the ritualist movements and actions in the spiritual realm, subplane, the ghostly flames within the bowl of the seeker flow outwards, forming a nimbus of blazing white fire around the ritualist. For the duration, the ritualist gains 100 temp HP, which coexist across the spiritual and physical realms. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. If the ritualist dies, and their spirit is lost within the mist until they are resurrected or reincarnated, non-hostile creatures can touch the ritualist through these protective flames without harm. Hostile spirit. Shortly after the ritualist enters the spirit realm, any creature in the physical world notices the following. Spiraling mist and wisps, blah, blah, blah. Sounds like a boss rush. Okay. The skill challenge, let's see, separated into 4 stages. Rock slide, blighted roots, devouring earth. Band of 15 first focus, led by Shuka the Berserker. 3 tribal warriors. 3 of them are defending 12 weary wounded. Okay. Oh, so you go on like a fucking spirit journey through all these different places. And then the ritualist is called Traveler. I feel like this is cool, but like, what is the rest of the party doing while the ritualist is doing all this shit? Do you know what I'm saying? Feels like, I don't know. Feels kind of bad. One dire wolf emerges from the woods to join the fray. Shadow's Vengeance. The humans are 6 forest folk berserkers. Let's see. Kavan is out hunting with his companions. The druids. Visions of Autumn. Okay. Feel like we did something similar in Rime of the Frost Maiden. Kind of. Ritualist attempts to convince Halvar against allying with Strahd. Oh man. It's like some World of Warcraft time dungeon, going back in time, reliving these events kind of thing. Kavan, Warlord Bloodsinger, Wraths. Okay. Okay. So while the ritualist is doing their shit, the party is defending against physical attackers that are coming to hurt them. That's kind of cool. I'm kind of into that. Okay. Alright. So that's the general gist there. Sure. I closed the wrong fucking folder. Closed all my foundries. I'm so aggravated. Alright. Give me a second to log everything back in. Alright. So we got about an hour before the game. I'm not 100% sold on like the Feigns. I do want to use them, but it doesn't feel like there's anything like definitive. It just feels like a lot of people have a lot of different ideas about it. I guess I could just say that these documents are the definitive ones and just kind of go with it, but it all feels very like loose, which I guess isn't the end of the world. But it certainly feels like everyone sort of takes their own angle on this. So maybe I should kind of just try to do the same. I don't know. All right. Let me also log in as the correct account on these. Okay. Do that. That. All right. And then, let's see. Swamp Feign and Forest Feign. I really didn't think I was gonna do the feigns and stuff, but I don't know. I guess I'll give it a shot. All right. All right. So we're logged back into both worlds. Cool. Let me grab my notes, and I'm gonna try and simplify this shit because this is a lot. This is a lot of new shit kind of added on top of what we're already handling. All right. Mountain Fane. Hidden temple inside the terraced hill. Right. Let's see. Dagger of the Seeker is on the, or in the possession of the druid's mummy leader, Strahd, or whatever the fuck his name is. Alright. Bowl is buried in the Seeker's reliquary in the center of town. Not town, of ritual site. And like nobody would know about that, so I feel like this is a you're gonna come back. Or if I appreciate that, thank you. Yeah, I'm just a little overwhelmed by all this like new content, while also trying to learn these like new tools and like I don't know. I'm overthinking it. Hidden temple inside the terrace still. Dagger of the Seeker is in possession of the druid's mummy leader's Vrog. Bowl is buried in the Seeker's reliquary in the center. Um, Ancient ritual of unbinding known only to Kavani Elder at Soslinka Pass Village. Alright, now this makes me sad because even more content. But that's fine. They don't have to do any of this stuff, is the thing. Let's see. Unbinding Strahd from this removes his non-detection. And what was the other thing that it removed? Let's see. Force Feign, Mountain Feign. Non-detection and true seeing spells. Okay. Which really, is that, do you really need that? Because, like, is the party going to be able to spy on this guy? I mean, I guess if they have allies who can do that, or artifacts that could. Let's see. Ritual involves presenting the blood of 4 mighty beasts. I feel like the Huntress would want the 4 mighty beasts, so we'll hold off on that. So we'll put maybe. One person enters the Shadowfell and relives memories of the Kavani people, particularly Kavan. The remainder of the party must fend off boss rush. Cool. Alright. If things going badly, White Raven will summon the rock of Mount Gacchus and possess it as a guardian, if Rock still alive. Alright. That sounds pretty cool. Alright. I think that's all I really need. So what are the memories that are going on here? So we're going to put memories, and we will put, let's see. Peep this document for inspo. Need 3 max. Excellent. Okay. And then boss rush, question mark. And then again, peep this doc for 3 waves of enemies. Okay. That sounds pretty good. I like it. So what the fuck is the Seeker's Eye? Let's see. It jumped me down to the Seeker's Eye, but I don't see anything about it. Hold on. Alright. The Seeker's Eye. Thin tendril Misc, blah blah blah, Seeker's Eye. And tell me where I can find the Seeker's Eye and so master the power of the Fane. Cool, cool, cool. Where's the fucking Seeker's Eye? The Seeker's Eye. As the ritualist approaches the heart of the Seeker's power, spirits of the physical realm manifest and read. Blah, blah, blah. As the PCs roll initiative, the rituals enter the home of the Seeker's Eye. The vines. The mode of light, the Seeker's Eye, cannot be damaged. As ritualist places the 4 runestones in their corresponding sockets, the roots disentangle. Alright, so the ritual should also involve transforming. There we go. Let's see. So the Windstone must be transformed into the Seeker's Eye. At the end of the ritual, the stone becomes the Seeker's Eye, and the ritualist must plunge it into one of their eyes sockets to take on the mantle of the Seeker's Champion. Dope. Alright. I like that a lot. That sounds very cool. Alright, let's go with that. So I'm going to add this to our Cursive Strahd folder. So let's see. How do we do that? We're going to favorite it, and we're going to... Oh, it's already in Cursive Strahd. Fantastic. Alright, so we'll do this for the Forest Fane as well. And let's see. We'll go to our Cursive Strahd folder. There we go. Alright. And let's read about the Forest Fane, I suppose. Okay. The Forest Fane is a stone circle that lies within the Circle of Standing Stones at the edge of the Zvalovich Woods. It's devoted to the Huntress. Okay, so I feel like the mountain would actually be an eagle. And then the Weaver would actually be a spider. And then down here, the Forest Fane, the Huntress would actually be a wolf. Alright. And I would say that in Nightfall, Esmeralda saw a lot of wolves because she is part of the Forest Fane. She's like the Forest Fane's champion, essentially. So that could work. Alright, if that is the case, of the 3 stones, we have Winter, Summer, and Change. So what do we got? What stone would be appropriate for each one of them? Alright, let's go to our MacGuffins. So the Windstones of Wonder, we gotta get rid of those. Those are dumb. Let's go to... item, and we have to hide this. There we go, from the players. Okay, and then Cursive Strahd MacGuffins. Let's go back over to items, and we'll get rid of these 3. There we go. Alright, so we got Essence of Change, Heart of Summer, and the Soul of Winter. Alright, so of those things, of a eagle, a spider, and a wolf, what does each one sort of represent? I feel like the wolf would represent change, because, you know, werewolves and shit. I feel like the eagle might represent winter, and then the heart might represent summer. That's a tough call. Let's see. It would certainly keep things in the right places, for sure. Because right now, Baba Lasagna has change, the druids have winter, and the hags have summer. And so that kind of works out a little bit. Alright, so what we'll do is... the spider will be change. The mountain fane will be winter. And then the forest will be summer. Alright. That works. Let's see. Forest Fane is a circle. It lies within the circle of standing stones at the edge of the Zvalvich Woods at the base of Old Bone Grinder's Hill. Hey, look at that. That's the Forest Fane, and there's summer. The Summer Stone is right there. So the stones have gotten very close to where they need to be. Innately. They are drawn to the... Wow, what a happy accident that was. Alright. So, we still got this whole Ydrag part. I wonder if Benios Maps has made Ydrag maps. Let's see. Benios Ydrag. Benios Maps. St. Andrew's Cathedral. Curse of Strahd. Mount Gacchus. I don't think he has. So, we could make our own village for this, certainly. So let me move this to the end, and yet again, let me change my Fulkin account. Alright, let me add this to our Curse of Strahd folder. Alright. And let's see. Do they provide a map for this? Otherwise, abandoned campsite, frozen lake, ancient ruins, Ydrag. Let's see. F map. Here's a potential map of the Bodak Labyrinth. Okay. I don't really need them to do a lot of shit. I'm okay with, like... I'm okay with it just being a village. It doesn't even really have to have a map, because I hope they're not going to go kill all these people. Alright. 4 locations which you can find here. Oh, those certainly are maps. Alright. Got it. So they didn't bother with the village either. Okay. Alright, we can make that work. We can definitely make that work. Okay. Let's see. And then I'm gonna add this to... Oh, we already got that. So what else do we need? We need the Swamp Fane. Okay. Alright. The Ruins of Berez. It's just kind of thrown in there, huh? Okay. I guess because the Ruins of Berez don't really do much of anything in the published adventure, which is why they felt the need to do this. Alright. Is it? Is it added? There you go. No, why do you keep switching the accounts on me this morning? You're fucking killing me. Alright. So he hasn't made any maps for this. That's okay. Let's get back to our notes. Alright. Swamp Fane, Mountain Fane, Seeker, Eagle, blah blah blah, Hidden Temple. Small passage in Cliffside. Back. Formal entrance to Fane. Hidden below Ritual Circle. In center of hill. Okay. And let's see. All that's taken care of. Alright, so let's go back to the Forest Fane. Long ago, Strahd desecrated the forest. They can learn this, blah, blah, blah. At the edge of the Salvage Woods, blah, blah, blah. Reliquary, buried 2 feet beneath the loose earth. The lid is carved with the sigil of the Seeker, a wolf's head. So wait, the Seeker is the wolf? So what is the fucking Huntress? I'm so confused. Alright, hold on. Curse of Strahd. What animal represents each Fane? I don't think anybody has a static answer there. Let's see what... What is Lunch Break Heroes one called? It's not called Reloaded. Let's see. Fleshing out Curse of Strahd, St. Angel's Orphanage, open file location. Curse of Strahd Reloaded. Dude, I can't remember the name of the Lunch Break Heroes one. I feel terrible. Alright, I guess I could just look in my drive. Okay. Okay. Lunch Break Heroes, Curse of Strahd. Raising the Stakes is what it's called. Alright. So with Raising the Stakes, do they have anything about these quote-unquote Fanes? Let's see. Control F. Fane. No. Alright, so they just left that shit out. Alright. Sacrifices made, Ritual Chamber, Mad Mary's Spirit, Spirit Mirror, Chapel Spirits. Okay. And again, no mention of Fanes anywhere in here. Okay. I'm down with that. That's fine. Let's continue. Let's see. To carry out the ritual of the Huntress, the bearer of the blade of the Huntress must affix it to a slot in the spear shaft of the Huntress, used by the Night Hag as a walking stick. Shit. Okay. That definitely... They really want you to go deal with Baba Lysaga. There's like 15 fucking fan add-ons to make players go deal... How often does this lady get skipped? That, like, the whole goddamn community... She's like a piñata of, like, fucking plot items. This is crazy. She went from having no purpose to having, like, too much purpose. Alright, to carry out the ritual of the Huntress, the bearer of the blade of the Huntress must affix it to the slot in the spear shaft of the Huntress, forging the spear of the Huntress. Sure, I'll bite. Why not? Alright. Let's see. And then 8 animal spirits stand in a ring and cardinal edge. They regard you quietly. Completing the ritual. The spirit bearer must defeat the spirits of the cave bear, the hawk, pair 2. So one person has to fight all these animals. Okay, so what happens while that's going on? Okay, defending the ritual. Alright, I dig it. Okay. So we'll put as before, one person uses the Whinstone and the ritual. to enter the Shadow Fell and test themselves. Meanwhile, remaining allies fight waves of attackers. Alright, cool. Okay. On initiative count, 20 each of the blah blah blah. Alright. When the animal spirits have been defeated, you read the stuff. Why is this one 17 fucking pages long? Alright, well, that's fine. I'm gonna say that, let's see, to carry out the ritual, they must have the Spear of the Huntress. Use the spear to slay a challenging beast within the circle of stones. There we go. Alright, I like that. And then we go on to, we got the mountain here already, the 400 pages of mountain notes. And then we've got the Ruins of Berez. Alright. So, let's see. Zoom in. Fit. Okay. Treasures of the Taroka, Davian's Quest, the Swamp Fane. Alright, let's skip down to the Swamp Fane. Alright, what's the challenge here? What do you fucking need? Looks like undead is the way to go here. Okay. Oh no, puzzles. Oh shit. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit more complicated. Alright, the Swamp Fane. Swamp Fane is an area of tiled stone that lies within the Circle Standing Stones at Berez. It is devoted to the Weaver, and has been corrupted. Long ago, Strahd desecrated the Swamp Fane, perverting its power to his own ends. To break the connection and deprive Strahd of the Fane's boon, a PC must carry out a ritual once performed by initiates of the priesthood of the Weaver. They can learn this ritual from Elder Ormir, a mountain folk priest residing in blah blah blah. To complete this, they must obtain the Spindle of the Weaver from Baba Lysaga. Give me a fucking break! We've got... Okay, there's too many callouts to Baba Lysaga. This is getting stupid. Alright. Okay. So, need the Spindle of the Weaver. There has got to be other places that we could fucking send people besides Baba Lyzaga's fucking house. Alright. I don't mean to get so salty about it, but like, this is starting to feel fucking lazy. Alright, let's see. We've got the mountain. We've got the werewolves. We've got the old temple. Spindle of the Weaver. Where would it be? I almost want to put it in the castle. Like, I know there's a lot of things in the castle already, but alternatively, we could put it in the Amber Temple, because there is an entity in the temple that is a spider-based monster. It's Drizlash, the nine-eyed spider. So why don't we say that that is where the spindle has ended up? Need the Spindle of the Weaver located in/near the Shrine of Drizla, blah, 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 in the Amber Temple. Alright. Let's see. So you get that, Strahd cannot truly be slain as long as he remains bound to the... Oh, wow. So the Swamp Fane gives him immortality. True immortality. Shit. I feel like he would be very keen on protecting that then. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and he gets resistance to fire, cold, lightning, thunder, and acid damage. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. This is like, why would you do the mountain one at all when you? It doesn't seem like there's a lot going on there. We might need to equitably kind of divide these powers up. Holy shit. Okay. To break his connection, you got to do all this shit. You need the shuttle of the Weaver from the Weaver's reliquary that is buried at the center of the circle. All right, that's fair enough. So, all right. The flowers are Sanzian plants. It does if you mash them in a paste, can be applied to one's eyes to reveal hidden features of an area. That's cool. Um, a wary-looking peasant woman lurks behind the tallest stone, streaks of blue bangs falling across the right side of her face. She clutches a rusty lantern in one hand, a dagger in the others. All right. Let's see. The Battle of the Swamp Fane includes 6 marks runes. Um, Carved into the stone surface of this moss-covered menhir is the graven image of a cross-legged woman with 6 arms, 3 on either side. 6 ancient runes are carved into the stone above her head. Each rune forming a vertex of a 3-pointed star. On the left side, a woman's lowest arm holds a carving of a mortar holding a flower with 3 triangular petals and a pair of leafy fronds on either side. The middle arm holds a pestle appearing to mash the mortar's contents. Blah, blah, blah. It's spooky. The stone spindle begins to glow, and then they start their quest. The character grinds the flowers. They can then see the runes on the ground. Below the phrase, beware the watchers. 6 carved chalk white runes become visible atop certain stones in the circle. If a creature carrying the shuttle and the spindle stands across one of these stones and uses an action to trace the shape of the respective rune in the air, the tile is activated in the shrine with Viridian light. Once a tile is activated, its traced rune is connected to the others. Okay, that's kind of dope. All right. Um, to carry out the ritual, they must bear the spindle and shuttle, stand atop each of the 6 runes, and use an action to trace that rune using the ethereal Viridian thread. The Fey energy created is activating a tile, generates additional threads of light the bearer can use to spin to defend themselves. Hostile undead creatures entering the area take 1d6 damage. This gets better over time. Alright, when he claimed the Swamp Fane as his own, directed the power to create malevolent spirits. Shaha, wow. Okay, that's a lot of constant undead. Nothing particularly tough, though. Especially if you've already been to the Amber Temple. All 6 rune mark tiles are activated. It succeeds and is consecrated. Okay. Alright. So we will put weaving pattern puzzle while dealing with endless undead hordes. Okay. So I feel a lot better about all of the Fane stuff now. Like a lot better about all the Fane stuff. So that's good. I'm not ready to run any of the Fane stuff, obviously, and I definitely want to step away from the Fane stuff for now, but I feel pretty good about it. Alright, so let's see. Let's look at the Forest Fane one more time. What does he get, what does he lose from this? So let's see. Strahd loses the benefits of his +3 bonus to armor class. That doesn't seem very good. Why is one of them so incredibly strong? I don't understand at all. Okay. So what can we do about that? Alright, I'm going to move this over here. We're going to look at these stones again. And we have the Essence of Change, which is lightning. Summer is fire, and winter is cold. So right off the bat, let's do that. So we're going to do... Let me see if I can move this stuff over. Hold on. What? Why? Yeah, sure. Okay. So let's put benefit to Strahd. Alright, so Swamp is going to be Undying and immunity to cold. Okay, Mountain is going to be what bullshit did they say? Oh, right. True seeing, non-detection, immunity to lightning. Oh, wait. I'm doing this all in the wrong order. Okay, so this is immunity to cold. There we go. And then Swamp is change. So that's immunity to lightning. And then finally the Seeker, which is the forest. And it's going to be AC passive reduced by 5. So AC passive increases by 5. And then Alacrity, essentially haste at will. And then immunity to fire. So those seem like more significant abilities that are sort of passed across each of them. Do you know what I'm saying? So really, we could add that to the Strahd stat block at this point. So let's go ahead and find Strahd and add that to his stat block. All right. So currently his AC, we'll put it at a 21 from a 16. And then damage immunities, it would not be piercing, bludgeoning, and slashing. But it would be lightning, cold, and fire. And then we would put non-magical weapons. There we go. Okay. And then his damage resistance, we would actually strip all of these out. There we go. And then he has no vulnerabilities either, per se. Okay, how about this? All 3 removes vulnerability to radiant damage. There we go. All right. So we're gonna call this feature. Let's see. New feature. He is the land. And then we'll take all of this and we'll go ahead and put it in here. There we go. And then we'll put binding of the Fanes provides the following benefits. I don't know why I can't get you to go away, but it makes me sad. Whatever. Okay, so Swamp, Undying, Immunity to Lightning, True Seeing, Non-Detection, Immunity to Cold, AC bonus, Alacrity, Immunity to Fire. All 3 removes that. Okay, I like that quite a bit. Sweet. Wilderness Fanes. They fucking had it right here. Oh my god. Alright, what did this one say? I feel like every single person handles the Fanes differently. The three wilderness fanes were once sacred sites in Barovia. They are known today as the Three Hags of Barovia. When Strahd corrupted the land in dark ritual, the fanes were corrupted. Each priestess turned hag dwells in a fane protecting it. If Strahd's links to the fane is cut, he loses the benefits provided by that fane. He's surrounded by a field of force armor that grants him +6 AC. Because it is made of force, the armor protects him against incorporeal attacks and also applies when Strahd is in gaseous form. If his connection to the mountain fane is severed, his armor class is reduced by 6 and his CR is reduced by 1. Swamp Fane. The Swamp Fane is one of the three wilderness ones. Okay. The Forest Fane. Why don't you say what the Swamp one does? Alright. Let's see. If the forest is severed, loses this benefit. Oh, non-detection and eavesdrop whenever anyone knows his name. That's right. Alright. So that should be under mountain as well. There we go. Alright. So we'll go to he is the land and update that. Under mountain. That seems like an ability he doesn't want to lose. Alright. And then let's see. The Heart of Sorrow has 100 hit points. Blah blah blah. Heart of Sorrow. Blah blah blah. Swamp Fane is one of the three. So what is it? It doesn't actually tell us what the Swamp Fane does. I guess that's the one that gives him immortality or whatever. Alright, cool. So then his Heart of Sorrow would be a separate thing. Alright, so we're going to take that. I knew I needed to work on this this sheet, but I was like, they're not going to fight Strahd for a while. But, you know, the campaign's getting on in years, so we probably need to address this at some point. Alright. So let's put all that in there. Alright, and let's see. Do we have a Heart of Sorrows? We don't. I could have sworn I made one, though. Let's see. Actor. Eh? Heart? Heart of Sorrows. There we go. Grab that. Okay. And then we'll put that right here. Alright, cool. And Rejuvenation. We've got that covered. Wilderness Fanes we can get rid of because we got everything we needed from that. Alright. Sweet. So now we just got to give him haste at will. So let's see. Where did haste get placed? Here we go. And let's change that to an at will ability. And then he's got an ability called non-detection. So that's constantly going. And then true sight. Foresight. True sights. True seeing. There we go. Alright. So true seeing becomes an at-will ability. And then, what was the last one I did? Non-detection. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Nice. Okay. Overall, pretty good. So I'm going to look for Strahd in here. And we're going to put this work in progress one up in case we need to draw from it. But I'm going to update the name to have the date as well. So today's date is 5/21. Alright. So, ever-evolving Strahd, essentially. Whew. Okay. So that's taken care of. So, we also have to deal with the death of Reed Sterling. So with the death of Reed Sterling, we need to make a card that covers Reed Sterling's death. And I guess we should probably cover Grandma's death also while we're at it. And I guess we should cover Alexi's death while we're at it. Shit. Okay. Let's go ahead and boot up the Photoshop. And we'll go to our Curse of Strahd folder. And I guess we'll go to the Taroka card template. Okay. All right. I can't remember Grandma's name this morning. I'm feeling so tired and dumb and slow. Let's see. What was it? Player characters. Departed. Agatha the Ghost Hunter. And let's see. Reed Sterling. And then also Alexi. All right. So we'll go Agatha first. Alright, so let's see. Oh yeah, this font is like a killer on my computer. Agatha. And she was head and spine removed by vines. Can we fit all that on a card? Alright. I think that's good. And again, I don't know why these particular file it struggles so hard, but man, it is rough. Agatha. Alright, let's save it out. Maybe. There we go. Okay, Curse of Strahd, Agatha, Death, Daybreak, I guess. Okay, and then we got Alexi. And he was devoured by blights. Okay. And we could probably tip this to the side a little bit. If it'll let me. There we go. Drag it down a little bit. This is Lex asking me for Gibby's art for the stream overlay. Alright. Back over here. Let's close this out and save it out. And we'll do Curse of Strahd, Alexi, Death, Daybreak. Alright. And then we need Reed Sterling. How did Reed die? We'll just put marked for death. Yeah, that seems good. Alright, save that out. Curse of Strahd. Reed, Death. Daybreak. Okay. So now we'll go ahead and hide this dead layer, which is just so brutal on the system. All right, we're gonna duplicate this, and we need art from Gibby. Let's see. Could have sworn he messaged me just the other day. Oh, I have gotten a lot of messages for this new game though. All right, so we're gonna go. Let's see. Ayla. So Aela. Got it. Oops. All right. Let's see. Put this here. There we go. And then we go to image, adjustment, a desaturate, contrast, Ayla, and Ayla. All right, so she would have tarot card icon. Perfect. So save, open. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Bring that back over here and get rid of these. Paste. And drag. All right. Drag this down. Drag this over. Oops. Control T. Flip horizontal. Flip vertical. There we go. All right. Then we don't need this one. And then we do need a dagger. All right. Perfect. Man, my brain is so full from like just going through all that Fane content, but I do think that it does add a bit more depth to the world instead of just being like, yeah, we're here to kill Strahd, I guess, 'cause he wants us to, 'cause I don't know, and also he's problematic. Like, I feel like this gives you a bit more to work with, you know? All right. Boop. All right, excellent. So, Curse of Strahd, Daybreak, Ayla, Tarot. All right, send that over to our boy Lex. There we go. Perfect. All right. Now, while we're thinking about it, I could ask Remy what Henry's last name is. So let's see, Henry. Henry Sturville. All right. Because Henry fucking died too. So let's do that real quick. All right. Henry Sterling. Timber Trap Spider. Man, yeah, we had people just dropping left and right. I guess that's kind of the thing with like a horror game, but Timber Trap Spider. Please write the words that I'm typing in. All right, cool. You opted not to use the Fanes? It makes it a lot more heroic Gothic fantasy than Gothic horror fantasy, in my opinion. Oh, I mean, I'm gonna have like body horror and manipulation and sacrifice of free will, sacrifice of future. Like, it ain't gonna be like, hey, I powered up thanks to Zordon and my power Zords, the Fane robots. Like, it's gonna be real big sacrifice if they decide to do it. But yeah, I do agree that it's a lot. It's taking a very simple campaign, which I think was part of the appeal of Curse of Strahd, was that, I mean, I think, personally, I think it's very simple. And it adds, like, way more to it than most people would probably want. Okay, this is going to be a problem. I guess I'm just going to spin here forever. Alright, stop moving. Oh my fucking god. Are you done for real? You promise? I'm just going to move you a little bit. See, I'm kind of married to this font now, even though the font is obviously, like, poorly optimized. Or I could just change out the font and not worry about it. I could find something similar. Alright. I am excited about Outlaws because the intention for me is to give Paizo the benefit of the doubt and just run the fucking adventure path as is. So I really don't want to add any, like, extra shit to it. I want to see if everything I've heard is true. Like, do these things really hold up? Oh my fucking god, I'm dying here. Please, please, just stop moving. Oh my fucking god. Alright, let's try again. That's it. I just did a little nudge. Please, rotate the words. Oh, what an aggravating morning. Okay, I'm gonna hit enter. I have to abandon this font. Like, I can't do this every fucking time. Oh my god. Why do you keep rotating? Please. For the love of God. Alright, hold on. Alright. I need it to stop moving so I can get out of here. Alright. Duplicate group. Go to a new file. Alright. And then we're gonna go here. We're gonna fucking delete this. Alright. We're gonna go over here. And we're going to image size. I don't know. Make it 500? I don't think that's like the problem. I think the font is the problem. Alright. And rotate. Nope. It doesn't matter. Even if it's the only layer, it's just a disaster. Alright, let me see. Alright, let's find a replacement font real quick. So frustrated. This should work. Something strange. Download. I don't think anybody's even gonna notice. Okay. The game starts in 5 minutes, Photoshop. Please. Please just listen to me. Alright. Oh, so I just moved it off into space, huh? That's cool. Alright, we're gonna delete this fucking layer. And hopefully be freed from its evil. Alright. Words. A. This is called Kosen Mirai, and I should probably delete it from my computer, honestly. All right. Because anything that could kill my Photoshop is bad. All right. Okay. Let's try again. Henry Sturvel. Timber trap spiders. Oh, look. The font fucking moves. That's incredible. Wait, why are you still doing it? Oh my god. Maybe it's my mouse. I have been having some problems with my mouse. But I think it's the font more than the mouse. There we go. Alright. Paste in layer style. Alright, cool. Save it out. Alright, Cursor Strahd, Henry, Death, Nightfall. Save. All right, guys. I have 3 minutes till the game. I gotta go. What an aggravating morning of prep. Just probably my least favorite prep session in weeks. This is the kind of shit that makes you just want to cancel the game and take the rest of the day off to cool your jets a little bit. Anybody out there that says being a dungeon master is easy, you're a liar. Okay, you're a fucking liar. Being a dungeon master is very hard, and players do not appreciate how hard the dungeon masters are out there working. That's my opinion. Good day. I'll be back later to do some cool stuff for Mythic. All right, bye.